that could solve all your problems, because you say, you know, as a young kid, I want to do this, this, and this, and you say, if I had all that money, I can do it. Because I mean, the reality is that with wealth, there are more, you know, opportunities that may be provided, things you might not have ever gotten accomplished without a little extra change in your pocket. So, I mean, the lure of winning money and things of that nature definitely could be a driving force initially for that.
Yeah.
So it's rough.
It is rough.
Definitely.
And we live in a society that keeps pushing it, you know, so let's be honest about it.
And the other thing, too, and you think about this, is that this initiative actually got started, as Stephen indicated, in 2011. There's actually a gambling certification sessions that are going to be starting next month.
Actually, end of this month.
Oh, end of March. End of March, they start.
March 21st through the 23rd are the first 3 days that we have that. I believe those are 8-hour sessions for those trainings, but I'll be going through those trainings all 8 days. First 4 days were just on the state level, and then the last 4 days will be for national certification. So
who can qualify? Who does qualify to go through those sessions? Anybody?
Yeah, that's open to anybody that's interested in doing anything with gambling. And again, it's definitely good to have on your resume, because if you're ever interested in doing, especially if you get the national certification, any type of counseling, things of that nature, that helps. And it actually qualifies you to do that. So it's definitely good for anybody that has any interest in gambling prevention or things of that nature. I would definitely say check it out. I do believe seats are limited, so if you're interested in that, I would contact Dauphin County Drug and Alcohol as soon as possible if you're interested in doing that.
Do you have a number for them?
The number down there, I believe, is 635-2254.
Say it again, 635?
Yep, 2254.
2254, area code 717. Okay, it's good stuff, and you know, I would hope that all churches or civic organizations would think of sending somebody, because it would be great to have somebody within your organization, congregation, whatever, to address these issues. And oftentimes we don't even think that people sitting next to us might have an issue like that. That's not something that you rarely see, you know. You just don't know. But I do know that if you go down to, you know, one of the, now I'll just say Hollywood Casino, since that's in our area, but almost all casinos, if they're open all night, you'll see people there all day and all night. They never
Definitely.
You know, but I will say that they also do try to encourage, because don't they have a list that you can actually, either they will put you on the list or you can get on the list that say you can no longer come into this casino and gamble if they know that you have a bona fide problem. Have you found that in your research, that a casino can bar you from coming in?
Yes, if you actually call the national hotline, what they'll do is they can put you in touch with, you know, your local casino or game commission, and they can actually put you on a list that would not allow you to go on the casino floor.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you go to the Hollywood Casino, that basically excludes you from really doing anything there on the casino floor. They will escort you out. So. And
that's to help you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I remember, I think I have it right, Leonard Tost, who was the owner of the Eagles at one time, gambled his entire fortune away. You know, and they called it the Toast Rule now or whatever, down in, I think he was in Atlantic City somewhere, and just, you know, threw it all away, and no one was stopping. They just kept feeding him drinks, and he's giving you and one of the coaches, I think it was the coach of the Green Bay Packers one time, had actually put him up in a apartment and was taking care of him, basically. He was a man who was wealthy, you know, this and that, but he gambled it all away. And they had it on like 60 Minutes for the whole world to see, you know, just terrible. And still, people seeing that don't think it could ever happen to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
And like you said, things like drugs and alcohol also can tie into that. If you're gambling to escape problems, or, you know, you're drinking and you're gambling, it's never a good thing. Definitely not responsible. And unfortunately, well, I also noticed down at Atlantic City, I'm sure Hollywood Casino, they have this, you can sit at slot machines and just order drinks. You don't even have to get up.
You don't have to get up.
You hit a button, and, you know, 2 minutes later, somebody's in your face with a drink.
And the more you drink, of course, the more you think.
Yeah, definitely. You keep thinking, you're just one spin away from that big win, and for most people, that win, you have to think about how much did you lose to get that win.
It seems to me also, and I don't know this to be true, but the more depressed you become, the more down you become, probably the more you want to gamble. You want to try to somehow.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Things of that nature definitely tie into what people, again.
You just want that one big win to get you up out of this whole mess that you're in.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean.
And I also know, I think it's going to be June now, that Temple's having the professional conference.
Yes, it's supposed to be, we have a 2-day conference lined up, second week in June. Barry Nazar of Temple University has worked with us very closely, and we'll be working with him on that. be three basically components to that. One would be prevention, for a prevention specialist, and then we have the treatment track. And then the third facet of that would be other, healthcare and professionals that are just interested in gambling or looking to get into counseling, things of that nature. So it's going to be a good time. I'll be doing some of the curriculum there, and what we plan on doing is having some of the students that we're working with do some of the activities to display what we've been working on for that conference.
Fantastic. I work for the United Way of the Capital Region. I work as a community impact manager. And there we also have focused care counselors. We just adopted 3. And the one I'll be working with is the education conference. And so gambling education, I think, is something that we ought to embrace.
Yes.
And so we're going to definitely reach out to you in your position and through the county and see how, the United Way of the Capital Region can interface and assist and helping to, spread the message.
Yeah, definitely. And we're definitely looking to get wherever we can within the county, because I will say one of the biggest, I guess, challenges within the last few months after writing the curriculum is actually getting into the schools. It's hard, and I understand completely. It's hard to find a school that will allow you to come in for 6 weeks, an hour each time you come in. Your students have certain periods within a day, and it's hard to find a school that will allow you, or even has the time in their day for you to come in for 6 weeks and basically more than likely interrupt something else that they might have already been doing. And over these next couple months with the PSSAs and things of that nature, it's really hard. So some schools have been more willing than others, and they have the time. Unfortunately, some other schools haven't seen a need for this. So I mean, we really have to really get out in the community and push the need for this, because again, a couple schools have just said they didn't really see a need for the program, unfortunately. And I mean, I didn't take it personally, but it's just
there's a thing called the Pennsylvania Youth Survey, I think it is, and we just embarked on that and got involved in that, and PAYS, I think they call it. And I'm not even sure if they have an issue, if they have a section on there that talks about gambling and students and that kind of thing. But that's something to look into, so got to do that. Give us your phone number one more time for people who are really interested in this work and want to, get their school involved or some agency.
Again, the number is 717-635-2254.
Okay.
You can ask for Stephen White. My extension is at that number is 114. So,
as we're taping this program, I'm actually involved in the Pennsylvania After School Program Association and program, whatever, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's really well attended the whole bit. I would hope that maybe through the after-school programs, because they capture a lot of students, and we can start a program where we do some of this gambling awareness and prevention information, so that's something else we can talk about, Stephen, it's been great, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate you letting us know about this, and this is something that the entire community can embrace. It is a situation that oftentimes we don't talk about publicly, but there are a lot of people out there who find themselves in serious trouble because of gambling addiction and just their lifestyle. So let's take this to heart. Let's spread the message. We have a wonderful prevention specialist right here in Dauphin County. Let's make it happen. You can always give them a call there and get your church, your school, your family involved in this very serious situation. Thank you so much for watching Life Esteem. Hope that you'll check us out again. See you next time. Goodbye.